What is happening, everybody? Trey here, joined by my dad, Sean, and today reactions to the classics. We are going to be covering ELO in a song battle. Long overdue, Dad. It's been a while since we've covered any ELO, so we want to shout out our longtime friend and patron of the channel, Arnie, for requesting this today as part of the song battle. So we're going to be checking out, as you can see at the bottom, Tightrope, which we're both familiar with. We actually have a full track-by-track review of A New World Record, which is the record this is off of. But that's going against the song Showdown, which I'm not familiar with.
No, I'm not either.
Okay, so always interesting, Dad, when we have these song battles with the same artist and a similar time frame. So I guess we can kick it off with the Tightrope track.
Yeah, and as you said, we reviewed this song. You said we're both familiar with it, Trey. You give me more credit than I deserve because that was 3 years ago, and I don't remember this song at all. It's the only time I've ever heard it. But opening track, written and produced, of course, by the great Jeff Lynne. Although never released as a single, it was a fan favorite. When inducting ELO into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Danny Harrison made several references to this song, saying, quote, "Someone had actually thrown me down a line and my life was changed." That is quite the praise. So we're going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Arnie. Okie doke this for a minute.
And this is the opener to the record as well, so we're getting thrown into the album experience right now. I can only describe these synths as epic.
Yeah, agreed.
This ain't some days you're gonna win. This ain't some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No. If you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get off your tightrope up there, come out on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around, I was heading down on somebody throw me down the line.
All right, Tightrope kicking off our battle and, kicking off a new world record right here, Dad. And, like you, I hadn't heard the song in a very long time. So it was like experiencing it new again.
Yeah, exactly.
But, man, I was just really struck by how tight and great the production is, especially for a song that, is nearly 50 years old at this point.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The start of it, obviously, the arrangement throughout this whole song is fantastic and very, gives you the space age feel at the start. But then, then it rocks into it. But I mean, it's over a minute at the start and a nice 45 seconds at the end, just letting that instrumentation bookend this song. But I thought Jeff Lynne sounded great on it and really just kind of pulls you in to like, what is going on here?
Yeah, I think that Dad, those synths with the epic string arrangement as well. Just kind of it demands your attention, right?
Yes,
and
it
definitely
does.
I like that, and from the first verse where they say some days you're gonna win, some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you, and Dad, it's not good news. You're losing all the time. You'll never win. No. So just thrown into that right there, and so get off your tightrope up there. Come down on the ground. You got to save me now. You better turn around. So what a way to kick off this record.
Yeah, and then everybody gets involved. Verse 2, you get the hey, hey, hey. That was very catchy.
That's true, yeah.
Too, but always throw some hey, heys in there if you got nothing else going on, man. It'll really pull you in. But yeah, really good offering. Gonna be tough to beat.
No, it really will, but we'll see what else ELO has in store now as we're going to the Showdown from the record on the third day. This went to 12 in the UK, Dad, 53 in the States. In the US, the song was included on the album On the Third Day in 1973, while in the UK, it was omitted from that album, but featured a year later on their first compilation album, also entitled Showdown. So they felt so good about it, they had to name the...
Well, it gets even weirder. In 2006, a remastered issue of On the Third Day would feature the song on that album in both countries for the first time. I just threw that in there, guys, because if you got different versions, you might be looking at your album going, no, dude, that's not on there. Well, eventually it is. It showed a change of style for ELO with a funkier backbeat beneath the band's trademark sweeping strings and the inclusion of a clavinet, which you can never go wrong. The record was a favorite of John Lennon's at the time, who dubbed the band Son of Beatles in a U.S. radio interview, and that's kind of how that got attached to ELO. The great Mark Bowen of T-Rex was at the session where the song was recorded and played on several of the band's tracks at that time, but did not play on Showdown itself. Instead, Jeff Lynne borrowed Bowen's Gibson Firebird guitar to play over the instrumental break. And if you're into Mark Bowen, we got a top 10 of Mark Bowen and T-Rex up as well.
Already sensing that funkier beat that we got going on.
She cried to the southern wind about a love that pursued you in. Every dream in her heart was gone, heading for a showdown. Bad dreamer, what's your name? Looks like we're riding on the same train. Looks as though there'll be more pain.
right? Showdown coming to the showdown in this song battle right now, and I don't know, Dad, how was this left off the album?
I don't know, man.
In the UK,
it's a great song, but it's definitely a different sound of what I'm used to hearing.
I was a total left
I would
turn.
have never
right?
thought, like, if you just played that for me, and I wouldn't have guessed it was ELO. That would not have been my first guess.
Yeah, that clavinet, something you associate more with, somebody like Stevie Wonder at this time,
Right,
in 73.
exactly.
Still had the strings a little bit, but yeah, really that funkiness was there. Which, yeah, I'd never heard an ELO song like this.
I have not either. So I guess we're just more familiar with their later stuff. Shows you the evolution and the talent they have there, being able to switch among those types of styles. But I thought it was really good. And they had a part in there where it's raining all over the world, where Jeff wasn't singing towards the end, and it sounded very Bee Gees like that harmony.
Ooh, I like that.
It sounds like the Bee Gees, and Jeff came back in. But yeah, it's really well done. The instrumentation's top flight, and yeah.
Yeah, and yet again, I think the production just stands out as as timeless, right? As really crisp, and that's something I always appreciate about ELO is how great they sound, through the headphones, right?
Yeah,
and so,
definitely.
and enjoyed that one for sure. And that'll take us now to our winner of this battle. Are you going to be walking the tightrope, Dad? Or are you going to be showing up to the showdown?
Well, Trey, I used to have tremendous balance in my younger years, but so I'm going to go with Tightrope, and here's why. Even though I like Showdown, I don't think Showdown, even though it's a really good track, would make them stand out. Yeah. And I think when you hear Tightrope, you're like, that's ELO, and that's incredible.
No, yeah, that takes your...
and so I think that's where it goes. Not that Showdown's a bad song, but I got to go with Tightrope.
I'm going Tightrope as well, mainly for that just epic intro, and then the way it shifts to that more, rock sound right there, and, Lynn was on fire, and that Tightrope's just a tough one to beat. So that's getting my vote here today as well, but we'd like to know from you down in the comments, what are you choosing in this battle today? And be sure to show Arnie some love for requesting this. And if you'd like to have us do a song battle or reaction, or have early access, ability to vote in polls for upcoming content on the channel, check out our Patreon page, which will be linked below, as well as at the end screen, along with another video that you might enjoy. I guess that'll do it from us today. So until next time, thanks for watching, happy listening, and we will see you.